Hi friends, good morning. My name is Lisa Schmid and I am a stamper.
Is it on? Sorry.
Yes, it was on.
Okay, let's check it.
Let's start again. Good morning. My name is Lisa Schmid and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to Saturday in the studio. I'm excited this morning because number one, it's Saturday, and if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I love Saturdays. And I don't know if this happens to you, but I don't understand. During the week, I set my alarm for 5:30 and then it goes off and then I wait and wait and wait and don't want to get up, sometimes fall back asleep, and finally by 10 to 6, I have to get up. What time do you think I woke up today? Yep, 5 o'clock, 5:30, ready to go. Finally at 20 to 6, I'm like, forget it, I'm getting up. I don't understand because I choose to instead of have to. I don't know. Anyway, today I'm going to show you Trusty Tools, which is a super great man, but also could be for women set. And we have designer series paper that goes with it. So I'm going to make a card and show you some other cards and just have a good time with it. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to move those out of your view. No cheating. Is Trusty Tools. If you come in a little bit close, there we go. Trusty Tools. So obviously it has Happy Father's Day and Dad, which is great. It also has, though, a thank you, you're the most awesome, has a tape measure, which is a 2-step stamping, meaning you can do this in one color and do this in gray or black. Same with the paintbrush. We could put a little color on the paintbrush. I'll show you a card with that. Sometimes people make this a color and then do the top part silver. And same with the hammer, or you could stamp it that way. And then the pencil. So lots of fun things. And don't forget the thank you. And you're the most awesome, plus some screws, and that's a bolt nut, I think. That's a little hexagon one.
That's a nut.
Nut, thank you. Oh, yes, not a bolt. Of course, it's a nut.
Hey, Tina. Hey, Paula.
So those are the stamps. Morning, friends. And then there's a whole bunch of dies. I don't have a sheet to show you, but I'm going to show you some fun things. So this is like the little
pegboard.
Pegboard, thank you. He knew I was going to say. I was going to say something else, but pegboard. So how fun is that? I mean,
hey, Laverne.
What? Oh, hi, Laverne. So that's like what the tools hang on, right? In here, we've also got, I'm just going to pull them off so we can see. You can die cut the hammer.
Why don't you put them on top of the pegboard so we can see them?
On top of the pegboard, like this?
Yep. Well, the way you're holding it, we couldn't see it in the background. Or just on the tabletop.
Nope, I got it.
I'll go super close. There we go.
So the hammer, you could do the top in silver, like this, and do the handle in a different color.
Wood.
Like, sure, wood. Layer them on top of each other, or black or pink. I was thinking it'd be so fun to make like a girl set. I have one at school and it has flowers on it. So I was like, oh, that'd be a super fun card. We've got this little paintbrush.
Hey, Mary Jo.
With the bristles right here. But also you could do, the stamp is a little bit of smudge of the paint. Oops, smudge of the paint. So that's really fun. Anyway, lots and lots of fun. What are these called, Dave?
I can't see what you're pointing to.
Oh, these little angles. These little, I don't know. Anyway, so there's these little things. There's a wrench. It's really testing my tool knowledge here. There's a drill. Oh, okay. I thought this was a key. That's very interesting. No. I saw this. I know I see it now. I saw it as a key, but it's actually the top of the drill. Okay. I kept saying.
The business end of the drill.
What?
The business end of the drill.
The business end of the drill, or whatever. The business end of the drill. Okay. So manly. I happen to think it's the delicate end of the drill, or the strong end of the drill. There we go. Anyway, I saw it as a key. So that's interesting.
Sandy. Hey, Patty.
Could be something as a key. Anyway, we've got all these different things. This, you might wonder, this is a handle for a toolbox. So how could, I mean, that would be really fun to make. I have not made one. And there's the toolbox, or it could be for words. So many different things. I got to put these back in here so I don't lose them. Not that I've ever lost a die. No.
All the time.
What's that?
All the time.
All the time. Not all the time. I have lost one. I usually lose them and then find them. So then we have the designer series paper, which is free with a $50 purchase just till the end of the month. Like, we are getting so close to the end of February, and all of this is bye-bye. So if you really love this, I would say jump in and get it. So coordinates so nicely with the Trusty Tools. And you can see here, like, this is like one of those, what do you call them? Those toolboxes. Anyway, the big red toolbox with the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anyway, so lots of fun things here. So that is free. Let me show you the paper. One thing I love about these is you can die cut them out. So I did die cut some. That. And I hand cut this because I thought it was a key on the die, so I did not do that. But there we go. You've got the wrench. You've got a hammer. There is pliers. No.
That's a wrench. That's an adjustable wrench.
What's this one?
That's also a wrench.
Okay, we've got our wrenches. Great. We're testing my knowledge of tools. Lovely. Anyway, so all of these you can die cut out because they fit perfectly. Some of them don't have the die, like for example, this plier. I know that's a plier, but you could still cut that out. So really fun paper with grid paper on the back. Scoot those over. Looks like drafting paper to me. We've got some with just the screwdrivers and gray. Got hammers, and I'm going to use this one this morning with all the accessories. This one, I guess, could be, well, it could be just stripes, or it could be the toolbox. I liked that idea. There's another one, nuts and bolts. And we've got this one with the measuring tape.
Pencil.
Oh, measuring pencil. Oh, my goodness.
Pegboard.
Thank you. You want to just keep going? Tools.
Tools.
More tools. So those are different tools, I think. Yeah, because the saw is not on the big other one.
Right.
So they are different tools. Anyway, so lots and lots of fun things. And the color, I'm going to do, I just sort of at the last minute thought, let's do a pure stamping because I like to start with that. I do have another card to make, but I thought, can we do this? I think we can. So no judgment if it's not. Anyway, we're going to make one of these. This is using Lost Lagoon. And I wanted to use the pencil or the measurement, and I thought I'd stick that right down here. But before I do that, I'm just going to use gray granite and just kind of stamp a background here using some of the tools. Just stamp a background, and then we're going to stamp a little word on top of it. So you can tell which ones I've used here.
What is that little mini ink pad you're using?
This one? Oh, these I get in Paper Pumpkin, which is so handy. So that's where I get those. What are they
called?
They are called spots.
Stampin' Spots. Sorry, trying to feed it to you.
I know, thank you. Love you.
You also can buy the Stampin' Spots empty and then use your ink refills to create whatever Stampin' Spot you want. So if you have something you want to give someone a gift with just a little bit of ink, or if you're looking to travel, or if you want to let your kids use the little ones so they don't mess up your big ones, another option.
Oh, yep. And you can re-ink these as well. I am going to grab my mat because I am using photopolymer.
I heard our friend Amy say if you get the glass plate, you don't need to use the mat.
What?
That's what she said.
Oh.
But the glass has enough give in it that it works.
Hope it's for sale at some point. I did not get it. You guys could get it, but just by signing up for Stampin' Up, which is pretty amazing. All right, I'm going to do like 2 of those. Let's do 2 hammers. So where I get my Stampin' Spots is with Paper Pumpkin, because every month with Paper Pumpkin, you get a Stampin' Spot. And so I end up with all these different colors, which actually, Dave, I was thinking that's what I should bring here to the refuge, because then I have all the colors I want. Like this, I would have stamped in Lost Lagoon, but don't have it. So let's keep going. We're going to stamp some other fun things. I'm going to set those over here. Let's see. Paintbrush. Ooh, I think I'm going to do the measuring tape. I know as a realtor, Dave has many of these in various places.
Can you move just a little bit? Yep, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So just kind of zigzagging. I want to make a little background here. Let's put one over here this way. I don't want it to line up perfectly, you know. And I'm going to put one more. You know what, we're going to start with the biggest and work your way down. So let's do this one this way. Start with the biggest, and across here, remember, I have that bottom part, so I don't need that. Okay, what else? We could do our pencil.
I think that looks good.
Paintbrush?
Nope.
All right, then I need the nuts and bolts, because that's what I'm going to fill in with. Dave's like, you're doing what? Because sometimes there's just little gaps, and you just need to kind of fill in with something, and that's what we're going to do with these. So, kind of like to do, you know, you always see me say this, pure stamping, because you don't always have to. I should turn them the other way so they're not all facing the same way. You don't always have to have dies and everything. Love, love, love to have them, but you don't always have to have them. Okay, let's see how
Carolyn.
That looks. Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. So let's go ahead and, oh, wrong piece. I did cut a piece to the right size. There we go. And I might put it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to put it up a little bit, and I'm going to stamp one more tool on the bottom. So it has so it doesn't have, because if I go down here, I feel like I have a little bit of a gap there. I don't really want more nuts and bolts. So I'm going to stick one more of these, like right there. Oops, on the very bottom. Very bottom, like here, just so it covers that bottom part. I'm going to do the same with the hammer on this side. No, Dave's like, what are you doing? I'm just covering it up. You don't want any gaps. I don't want anything to look like, oh, there's the, like right here. There we go. Okay, now when I put this on, see, I have some things down there, so it looks, I feel like that looks better. And you know what it needs, just one more. Right there. There we go. Okay. And so we're just going to stick this on here. Let's get some adhesive. Here it is. Oop. What are you guys doing today? Saturday. So this past week, it finally snowed in Minnesota. Dave was like, it's supposed to snow 2 to 4 today. And I laughed. I literally laughed at him. He was like, no, I'm serious. It's supposed to snow 2 to 4 inches today. And then it ended up being 4 to 6. I was like, that's funny. It hasn't snowed all season. It snowed one time, but not very much. And I'm just going to trim that a little bit because I can see it hanging over the edge just a touch. All right. So isn't that, I mean, that's kind of a fun background, I think. All right. So now on this, I'm going to use one tool and I'm going to use just my words. So the words I want to use are thank you. And this die comes in here, I believe. I'm pretty sure I saw one in here. Where did you take my dies, Dave?
I did not. I'm way over here.
I know. All right. Well, I don't know where they went, but I'm pretty sure this came in. Yes, it.
The one that looks like the toolbox?
No, the toolbox is bigger. Anyway, this is from the stitched. No. Stitched.
Stylish Shapes?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. No, it's not Stylish Shapes, and I have my dies. It's not in there either. Okay. That's okay. I just can't quite remember where that comes from. It comes from. Dave will find it. It's in the annual, I think. Dave will find it. Go, Dave.
Oh, with the...
Just a little stitching on the outside. You know what? Yeah, anyway. I'm going to stop trying to figure out what it is because I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp our little thank you on that. And that's fine. Do you see how... Let's stop moving for a second there.
Yeah, thank you.
See how it's a little bit... I think it's purposeful the way it is made. How it's a little bit shaded or spotty. I'm going to try one more time on the other side. Usually the first time you ink something, it's not as strong as subsequent times when you ink it. So let's check out that theory, or it might just be the way the stamp is made. Nope, it's just the way the stamp is made. So you can see it has like texture to it. Great. Alrighty, so let's bring this back in. I just want to thank you, and then I want one tool. And I'm thinking, oh wow, look at that. I didn't realize the drill did that too. That's fancy. I think I'm going to use the drill and just do it like that. What do you think? I think it's all right. I think it's cute. Let's pop up our drill. And so the drill has, and now I'm looking at the back, you can see the drill, the die, has lots of pieces you could do something with, I guess. That's fun. There's certain pieces I use, and then certain pieces I'm like, oh, haven't used that yet. So that's fun. All right. It's in the annual.
It's not.
Oh, you know what it is? It goes with the hummingbird. I didn't get the set, but I did want the dies. I'm certain it's with that.
In the annual or the mini?
Mini. Let's decide where to put our focal point. Yeah, I'm going to put it this way. Okay, so put that there. I told you I die cut this out, so I know it fits right there. There we go. Okay. And then I guess I will stamp this or put this just directly down because we've got that up. Yeah, just like that. That's a cute little thank you. using the tools. Just a cute little thank you. What do you think? Fun background, like the tools in the set. Thanks. Yeah, I just think it's kind of fun. If you want me, I'm going to go ahead and...
It's from Everyday Essentials.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. It's the one with the hummingbird. No,
it's not.
Oh, it's the one with the nest. Hummingbird, nest, same thing. It's this die set right here. The Everyday Essentials with the little holes in it. I remember because this I thought was so fun. This die and this die, the circles and squares or rectangles, and that's where that came from. Thank you, Dave. Sorry about that, everybody. So, did you want to say something, or you want me to make my next card?
Sure, I can talk. I can always talk.
I know you can talk because I have another card and then some cards to show them. So,
sounds good. Let's go to it.
Alrighty.
So we have a few things coming up. One of which is Card Cafe is next Saturday already.
Woo!
We are already there.
So fun.
Card Cafe is our in-person event. Happens in our Minnetonka studio. Come choose 5 items off the menu, make 2 of each, and so you walk away with 10 beautiful cards and tears running down your face from laughing so much because there's always laughter a part of the morning. So Card Cafe, go to thestamperstudio.com to sign up for that. It is just $25. We also have coming up our open house up here at the Refuge.
Oh, we'd love to see you guys.
So March 9th from 10 until 2, we will be up here at the Refuge. We'll be up all weekend, but 10 until 2, we're doing our open house. Come check out the Refuge. If you haven't had a chance to visit us up here, we will have some tasty treats, some warm, cozy things, because I'm believing winter's still going to be here because it hasn't really arrived yet. So come join us on March 9th up here at the Refuge Little Falls, and we will also be drawing for a free stay at one of our hosted weekends. So
love that.
Great chance for you to come and join us for that, and come check it out.
Yeah, sounds great. Oops. Okay, so funny. I just put these in my finger and in my hand, and I went to drop them on the wrong side of where the trash is. So they would have just ended up on the floor. Not a big deal. Okay, so that's, I think, kind of fun. Let me make one that's a little bit step up, let's say. A step up from that.
I'm also going to say Mary Jo has already sent 3 cards using this set, and Carolyn said looks like a great Father's Day card.
Mary Jo, would if you have a picture of them, would you put them in the chat? We'd love to see them. So I want to use this paper, and this paper is gray granite, and I was debating whether to use the basic gray, which is darker, or gray granite. And this one, obviously, I kind of have a fun fold here. This one matches the color, but then this one kind of stands out more. What do you think, Dave? Do you have a...
I like the standing out more.
Yeah, I kind of thought that too. I sort of went back and forth on that. Okay, so this is scored at...
Mary Jo said they've already been sent, received, and she didn't take pictures beforehand. So.
Okay, well, thanks, Slat. Maybe next time, make another one. I'm just going to use this as my ruler here. So it's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and I scored it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Let's write that down, and we'll put that in the 2 3/4 and 5 1/2, because I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. All right, we'll put that in our chat also. So we're going to fold that and get it straight. My bone folder, and then I'm going to fold this piece, 2 3/4 piece, back like that. There we go. So I just have, again, like my little opposite Z fold. Then I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. Now, let me tell you, this cardstock could be any size. It could be bigger, it could be smaller, doesn't matter. Actually, I'm going to put this on first, and then I'm going to continue on with that and show you how to make a little bit bigger pegboard than what I have. We might put some of those colorful tools on it. I'm not sure. But we'll go ahead and stick this on here. It's a great guy card. I mean, I feel like Dave's like, why do people think guys like ducks? Dave doesn't like ducks. All right. So originally I was thinking that this is the actual size of the die. And then I thought, oh, but if I want to hang tools on it, I'm going to go with the darker one. You'll see why in a second.
Good. Cheryl's bringing a friend or two with her to the
very fun
open house.
So if I wanted to hang tools on it, I certainly could. But the tools, I notice, are a lot bigger, and I kind of want them to hang on there. So I thought, well, how can I make this bigger? Well, you can make it bigger by running it through 2 times. So here's my press board or pegboard. So I ran it through 1 time. I went this way, right there, and it locks in pretty well on this side is where I did it. So I had this little border here, and then I had one more right here. And then when I took it off, I'm like, oh, well, this is a little close. I was like, oh, that's okay. You just hang a tool there, and then you don't notice that anymore. So then I just cut a piece of paper, cardstock the size I want. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. And then finish cutting this because I wanted to show it to you. And then we'll go ahead and trim this to make it the right size for this paper. I thought, well, then I have a little bit more to work with on the pegboard. So I'm going to let's see here one more time. I know I could measure, but I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to go right inside that second, right there, inside that second line. Yeah, that works. And then I have to cut it a little bit this way. I'm going to cut it right there in between those holes. And let's check that out. Yeah, that is just perfect. That's just fine. All right, so using our little pegboard, let's go ahead and I'm going to stick that on, and then we're going to hang some tools on it because why not? It's fun, and that's what we can do with it. So I'm just going to put adhesive on this. Definitely going to put some behind that double row. And adhesive, I don't think it's going to show through much. People aren't going to notice that. You might notice it because it's there, but I really don't think it's going to be very noticeable. So I'm going to pull back in my tools that I cut out. I wasn't planning on using those, but I'm also going to show you these tools, and there's the head of the hammer. I will tell you that this is a gray that it might be available online, but it's not in the catalog. The one we have now, it's holographic, and it's much brighter. So I'm going to show you. What?
Silver?
Yeah, this silver is holographic, and I think it's a lot better and shinier, it's on my order now, but I didn't have any, so I'm using this gray, which is, I don't know that it's current. That's what I'm trying to say. So we can decide. I kind of like these tools now that I die cut them, but the stamped ones are fun too.
And let me just say something about those die cut out of the DSP.
There. Yeah.
Right. We mentioned Celebration is coming to the end at the end of the month. Well, if you order the Trusty Tools bundle, you get that paper for free.
I know, the paper.
So if you are loving this set, I would definitely order it by the end of the month, because then you can select the paper, the coordinating DSP for free, and you have this wonderful set of stuff that you can use.
Yeah.
So that's only available till the end of the month. So I put the number in there. As with everything, just go to thestamperstudio.com, click on order products, and then you can order Trusty Tools and get your DSP for free.
Okay, I'm going to go with this one because I do think that's kind of fun with those. But originally I had been thinking, oh, I'm going to use these.
Which really, is also fun.
It is fun. I'm just not as wild about that gray, maybe because I know it's not. Anyway,
I think it looks good. But...
You like this one better?
No, I like the others better.
Yes, that's what I thought too. Okay, so let's go ahead, and of course I'm going to pop them up. Why would you not pop those up? Because that's, pop them up. Pop it. And we'll just do a little bit of popping. So can you think of how else you could use this stamp set? I'm thinking, like I said, I think it'd be so fun, and I'm going to do this, to make a girl set that has like shimmer and floral paper, and because, like I said, those are the tools I use.
Lean back just a little bit.
At school.
Because when you do that, you make it blurry.
Sorry. Those are the tools I like to use at school. And I have my little toolbox there, and open it up, and my floral tools fall out, and I love it. Fall out because it's a little overly full, but yeah, I think it's fun to have my own set of tools. And for graduation, sometimes if I have a student or a student teacher or somebody who's graduating, a girl, I'll give them a toolkit because that is such a useful graduation gift. All right, let's go ahead and remember we're putting one right here where it covers up that middle. So I'm going to do the hammer there all the way on. Love it, love it, love it. And then, I guess to me they hang straight, right? I guess you could do them with cattywampus, but I'm going to do them straight.
Yep. That kind of gives you more of the pegboard illusion.
Exactly. And although they do kind of hang crooked, so let's make that one a little bit crooked. There we go. They don't all hang perfectly straight.
Technically speaking, you'd hang that one the other way.
Oh, that's okay. My goodness. All right. It's hanging the other way.
Because there's a hole in the handle, and then you hang it down.
There's no hole in this handle, you see.
There would be.
Okay, but there's no hole in this handle.
Okay, then it could hang the other way if you want.
Well, too late now. I already ripped it off, so we're going to hang it the right way. There we go. I think it looks better the other way, but all right. It's appropriately hung. Okay, so there we go. All right, so this is going to sit right on top of here. So I'm going to put adhesive on here a little bit, and it's just kind of it's a simple fun fold.
Just on the one side.
Just on the one side. That's why I'm not putting on here, because if I go too far over, then it sticks to the back, and I don't want that. So I just put a little bit on here, kind of center this within the two sides, push that down. I've got a little bit of white to put inside, not a little bit, an actual quarter sheet of white to put inside. And then we'll add some words here. So let's put this in here. And so this would go like that. Now we're going to decorate the inside a little bit, and we still want our little words. And I cut out these with the Decal rectangle dies. Anything that layers or stacks like that, I just think they are so useful. So whether it's this or the big deckled circle or the ones we showed you earlier, I mean, there's so many uses for ones that are similar shape and for circles and squares, rectangles, and stack. So I really like that. Okay, look at that. I brought gray granite, but I brought gray granite. Great, this one's going to stay here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stamp. You're the most awesome. And Dave, you really are the most awesome. He's the best, you guys. He is absolutely the best. All right, we're going to stamp that there. It's a little light. I'm going to go in black. You're the most. Did you see that? I flipped it so quickly, you probably didn't even see it. I'm going to go black. And because this is so light, I'm not even going to rinse it. Or clean it. I'm just going to go right from here to here. I think it'll show up a lot better in black. You're the most. Remember, we've got that texture, which is really going to show up on here. You see that texture on there? Okay, so. Oh, I have one more thing. That's right, that we're going to put on here, and it's these. I didn't want to lose them, so I put them in this little baggie. Because you can die cut out the little screws.
Nuts and bolts.
The nuts and bolts. So I'm going to pop some of those on using a glue dot just for fun, because we can. Actually, we'll do some on the outside here. They wouldn't hang, so they're just like piled there. They're in a.
Let's not get too literal.
Let's not get too literal. Okay, sounds good. And let's put one more. Let's see. I want the bolt. And I'm just going to pop this like down here. There we go. And you're the most awesome can sit right across it. So it can go anywhere across this. I think I'm going to put it maybe oops, I moved that one. I'm going to put it over here.
Oh, okay.
What were you going to say?
I like it sort of on the right a little bit higher.
Okay, I think I should have Dave, and I did ask, so I shouldn't say anything, but yes, I think I should have Dave. His eye is great. He has a really good eye, and I realized that when we opened up the refuge, and he decorates the whole thing, and it looks fantastic. Okay, so over here, I could stamp, but I think I'm going to stick just 2 of these up here and 1 down here, just because how fun is that to have a little bit on the inside? So let's grab glue dots again. And I'm going to stick this one up here.
So our crowdsourced design says put a couple nuts and bolts on the inside.
Okay. Done, done, and done. Thank you. And maybe this would be good to use the self-adhesive sheets with.
You could.
I could, because I can see my adhesive sticking out, so I'm going to tuck it under there. So let's do that. And then I think I'm going to put this one. Oh, I can't see it there, though. That's okay. I'm going to put this one instead of there. I'm going to put it over opposite on this side. So there is a little surprise when you open it. All right. So let's stick that there. There we go. Kind of do like this one up. That's okay. That's fun, isn't it? It's very fun. I love the dark gray, not gray granite, the basic gray, this nice dark gray color. I think it's really fun. So I'm going to show you a couple cards using different colors. I just have 3 other cards to show you. I'll make another one at some point and put these tools on this one. It could hang this way, right?
Yep.
Anyway. Okay, so this is the card I copied because I thought I liked I'm stuck.
I'll move it out a little bit.
I know. I like the layout. And so I copied the layout, and you can see they did the stamping there and on the inside. So, and this is
somebody,
a demonstrator.
One of our friends.
Yes, one of our demonstrator friends. But I do like the holographic. I think that's just really, really fun. And this is from the Animals, the Zoo Crew Designer Series paper, which is in the annual catalog. The one with the dancing bear and all sorts of things. So I do like these, though, die cut out. I think those are super cool. Here's another one. This was made by Lisa
down a little bit
last weekend. Lisa
Powell.
Didn't she do this one? Trusty Tools? I can't remember. It was an add-on class.
Yes.
But
she did do
anyway, fun using the red and the espresso, and that she had a little bit extra here. I was like, I don't really want that part. I just wanted it. So I did copy, I kind of copied the front part this way a little bit.
Nope.
And hers goes up and down. So there you go. There's that one. And then here's a nice girly one. I love it. This is made by Karen Titus, and then I copied it and made one going the opposite way. But I love this because this is no longer a male paintbrush. It is a female, in my opinion, a girly paintbrush. So I love that. And this little swoosh came from the nature, this right here, the Hills of Tuscany. It's this right here. This little Hills of Tuscany is that.
Nice.
Yeah, so this would be like big spill. But anyway, so there we have it. Those are, let me just lay these out so you can see them. I will, of course, post all of them in the chat. I really like this one. I like that one a lot. Well, I hadn't put it together. I just had the pieces, you know. So there we go. There's all our cards using Trusty Tools. And like Dave said, if you want it, you should get it like pronto. The other thing is, don't forget there is more to celebrate. And so we've got stamp sets, some of the Designer Series paper, some envelopes and note cards and a kit punch. This one right here, Winner, Winner, Chicken Dinner, the core color markers. That's probably the most expensive item on here. And so anyway, I think that's the best value. But so more to celebrate. Don't forget, there's other things in March. It does only go till February. February. Only goes till February 29th. So make sure you get
an extra day this year.
Yeah, you do get an extra day. Make sure you get that in so you get what you want. So there we have it. Trusty Tools. It's kind of fun to play with. Lots of different things we can do. I will make a girly card and put it in there at some point with I just think that would be so fun. All right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a great week, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Don't forget to come on at 7, and I'll see you for Monday in the studio. Happy stamping, friends.